Dun, 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 dun.
I do think that from the previous trailers that at least I've looked at, maybe you've watched most of them for Deathloop, it's easy to understand the premise of the game. You're essentially, for those of you who have not seen it yet, you're an assassin that's going after, I guess, 8 targets, and you have to kill them. And you have to be very strategic in how you do it. You've got many tools that you can use. You've got some abilities as well, like you got some like teleportation type abilities, or maybe like speed launch or something. I don't know what I would call that. But you have to try and kill them in a certain window because someone's after you. Someone that loves to kill you again and again and again and again and again. Because guess what? If you die, you're brought right back to start it over. So it looks like a very interesting game. Again, kind of violent. And there's a lot of swearing too. So it's not exactly the cleanest of games. But that's the general gist from what I'm getting from it. Now, maybe there's some nuanced information that I'm missing. But by and large, I think I've got the general premise down. But in case I'm missing any important information, we have an explained video to look at for this new Bethesda game, Deathloop. So let's watch, and let's learn a little bit more if there is anything that I need to learn. We're going to listen to this first, we're going to talk about it more. Well, actually, we're going to listen and watch, and we're going to talk about it, I'm sure, more if there's any information to go over in my condensed review so I can follow us watching the video together. Okay, here we go. Like I said, brutal killings all over the place.
Hello, I'm Dinga Bakaba, game director at Arcane Lyon, and I'm here to tell you all about Deathloop. I only have a few seconds to sum it up, so Deathloop is a murder puzzle where you play an assassin trapped in a time loop. But you know what? I think I can explain it better than that. In Deathloop, you wake up on the shores of Black Reef, trapped in an endless time loop that makes the island and its inhabitants repeat the same day over and over. And to escape, you'll have to kill 8 targets before the day resets. These targets, however, they aren't big fans of this plan, so they've ordered everyone on the island to shoot you on sight. So this may be a game about time, but you're not on a timer. You can figure things out at your own pace, in any order you want, as you piece together the perfect loop to freedom.
Okay. No idea.
So you're starting over with each loop, but you're not starting with nothing. You'll have a chance to keep your weapons and abilities between loops. You also unlock new supernatural abilities and gain intel on your target. Now let's talk about these 8 targets. They call themselves the Visionaries, and they're a group of scientists, artists, and party animals. But they're also cold-blooded murderers looking to live forever no matter the cost.
So we're kind of the complete antithesis.
So with 8 Visionaries spread across 4 districts of Black Reef, broken up into 4 time periods, there is a lot to accomplish in a single day. The more you learn about your targets, easier it will be to get them exactly where you want.
Cool. So again, that's the intel approach. Very sophisticated.
2 down, 6 to go. You're not the only one doing.
Wait, did you say 6 down and 6 to go?
She's unpredictable,
I mean,
she's
12
clever,
people.
she's the most powerful visionary.
Oh, so she is
She'll
one of the
kill you more than
visionaries.
once. And there's much more to cover, like all the supernatural abilities to unlock. Oh, and there's also artifacts that modify your weapons in crazy ways. And the truth about Black Reef is that and the time loop causes amnesia. Ooh. And there are tons of parties to crash. In short, Deathloop is a murder puzzle where you play an assassin trapped in a time loop. But don't worry, time is always on your side.
Like I said, a lot of information to digest in that little promo, but it was kind of in a fun way. I did get the general gist, I'm pretty sure, from some of the details I noted. Although I did miss in certain parts that, well, it's not just, 8 cold-blooded people that you're going after. There happen to be 8 people and all their accomplices that they've employed to kill you. So that could, play a part in you dying over and over and over again. Unless, of course, you're very strategic. And I love how he explained that, too. It really does require a lot of sophistication and patience, I would say, in going through the process. And on top of that, I love the intel aspect. Kind of reminds me of other games I've played, like Shadow of Mordor, for example, or Shadow of War, the Middle-earth games, because you had to gather, you didn't have to, but you could gather more intel. The more orcs you killed, and the more you branded and tried to, what's the word I'm looking for? Dominate. dominate their minds and kind of go into where they're thinking about. You could go one at a time through different orcs and learn more of their abilities, right? And that way you have a better understanding of how to go after each and every individual one, because they were all different across the board. I mean, that was a very creative game. This is kind of similar to that. In the process, though, you're actually trying to figure out if you can use that intel, I guess, to put everybody into a very convenient spot, whether it's in the same district or according to the different time periods. I love that mesh, by the way. It's not just location, it's a matter of, what time in the day. But you can use that intel to get as many as possible, maybe even all 8 if you're so lucky, into the same window so that you can kill them all at the same time, right? Strategy. You have to think through your gameplay. Very creative approach. I love what I'm seeing here from Deathloop. Again, it's a very intense game, and there was a lot of swearing, but it has a lot of potential. I'm very impressed with it. It's my first Bethesda Softworks experience in terms of watching one of their games, and I'm absolutely enthused. What do you guys think, though, about Deathloop so far? Let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to look at stuff like, subscribe, and hit the bell until we get to look at maybe more Bethesda games in the future, or whatever trailer we get to look next for the first time. I'll see you guys at whatever that happens to be. But for now, thanks for watching this video. I love you guys. Don't forget to love yourselves, your fellow man. God bless, and peace.